friends, welcome back to Liz's Reading Corner, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Liz and I like books. Welcome to day 5 of Bookmas. I'm not losing the days, I swear. It's really hot again. It's humid. It's not even that it's hot, it's really humid this morning. I feel like I'm walking through hot water. It is so gross. So that is what the lovely sheen is on my face. We are going to read out the prompts and find out what we're reading. My prompt for day 5 is a book with a festive holiday market setting, and I chose Mince Pies and Mistletoe at the Christmas Market. ChatGPT, a book about a winter solstice ritual gone wrong, and it chose The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I haven't read anything of hers. But I have heard good things. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really looking forward to reading another Christmassy book. So hopefully it's The Bear and the Nightingale. Okay, so we are reading the book that I hoped for, thank goodness. I'm really dreading, I'm not gonna lie, reading another Christmassy book. That first one was so not great that I'm really worried that all Christmas books are going to be the same. So we are reading The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I believe this is like a either a retelling of like Russian folklore, or it's set in like medieval Russia. It's something like that. So I'm interested. I'm very interested. Let's see how we go. It is still hot. It hasn't rained yet. I wish it would just rain. Oh my god, I wish it would rain. Then maybe I wouldn't have a headache. I am... Where did I put it? You would think I'd be more organized now that I don't have to worry about uni. I finished, oh my gosh, I finished my last 2 exams. I'm so happy that I'm just like done for the year. So happy. So we are 300 of 546 pages through The Bear and the Nightingale, and so far, let me just put you down a little bit. So far it's just average. It's not bad, but it's not great. We are following Vasya. What is her actual name? I have some friends. Oh, I have some friends who are going to be disappointed in my pronunciation. Vasilisa Petronova. She was born to parents who are nobles, I guess, in medieval Russia. And her mother, so her grandmother, her mother's mother, was, or had some sort of like magical powers, I guess. And so her mother died in childbirth, and her father didn't want to replace her, and so it took him 7 years to replace Vasya's mother, and he ends up replacing her with her aunt, basically. Her cousin. It's her cousin, because it's her uncle's daughter, so her cousin. And her uncle is like the king. I can't remember what they call them, but like he rules Rus or Russia. So when Pyotr, who is Vasya's father, so Pyotr, there's too many names. I'm gonna get confused with names like 100% because I'm already struggling. So Vasya is the main protagonist, basically. Pyotr is her father. Ivan is her uncle, who is like the king of Russia, or the ruler of Russia. And so Pyotr goes to see Ivan in Moscow to present his sons Sasha and I can't remember Sasha's actual name, and Alexander, but I don't remember what they actually call him. And so when he's there, Piotr tells Ivan that he's looking for a wife himself, and so Ivan sees this as a way to sort of like manipulate politics in Russia or in Rus, and he marries his daughter to Piotr, and everyone thinks that his daughter Anna is mad because she sees demons, or she believes she sees demons, because this is at the turning point in Russia where they start to introduce, like, Christianity is being introduced into Russia. And so he brings Anna home. Anna doesn't realize that Vasya also sees these demons, but Vasya has been brought up seeing them as like spirits who help the village, like they're people, and they like keep them from starving and that sort of thing. They're like the old gods basically. And so Anna is trying to stop her daughter from being evil. I think she's like really jealous of her, quite honestly, and just like how easygoing she is, and just like how she just seems to just go through life without a care in the world. So there is definitely a lot of jealousy in there. And then like this priest comes to this priest is assigned to their village, town, whatever it is, and village, I think it is. So there's this priest assigned to their village, and he is like evangelical, like very, very religious. And so he starts to sort of change the people in the village to like extreme Christianity basically, and they start forgetting about these spirits that have been like protecting them from starvation and death and that sort of thing. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Things are starting to go not great, and they're starting to have like issues, so they're not having enough food for winter to eat. And Vasya is about to be married off to a very awful sounding person. So that's where we're at right now. I will finish this. I have to finish this today because this video's got to go up tomorrow. But I will finish this and I will let you know my thoughts very soon. Okay, so I just finished reading The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. This is like a Russian folklore type book. I try really hard, especially when I'm doing like these challenges, to just not look up the books as much as possible, because I like to go into them basically with like a clear mind, not knowing what other people think of them. Obviously it's a bit difficult if I'm reading something that is like a really popular book. That's just not possible. But this one, I didn't realize until I started reading it, is actually not a YA, I would say probably like a juvenile / like middle grade fiction. It's probably a bit long for middle grade fiction, so it probably would go into like young teen. It says on Goodreads that it is YA, which I can also see. Actually, yeah, thinking about that, the themes in the book may be a bit much for middle grade. But yeah, definitely like a teen sort of fiction book. We follow Vasilisa. She is the daughter of a wealthy lord, basically, in medieval Russia. Her mother died giving birth to her, and so she is raised for the first 7 years of her life without a mother, just by her mother's nursemaid, basically, who then obviously looked after her children. Her father then remarries Vasilisa's cousin. I'm just going to call her by her nickname, which is Vasya, because it's a lot easier to pronounce. Her and her stepmother don't get along. Her stepmother believes that she sees demons, which are basically just like the old spirits, or what are considered the old spirits before Christianity became a thing, and Vasya can also see them. A priest comes to their town and to take over from like the dead priest that was there before, and the old spirits, because this priest is preaching like fear God and that sort of thing, he unwittingly feeds the old spirit. There's this fight between Vasya and this evil, it's not a god, but like a spirit, in the forest. And yeah, I've missed a lot out because it is quite a long book for like a YA. It's quite a long book. But that's like the basic plot points. And yeah, like I said, it's not sweating. It's so humid. Oh my God. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And I don't think I'll be reading any more in the series, to be honest, because it's probably not something that I would have chosen to read myself, basically. So there's that. But in saying that, like I said, it's not terrible. So I gave it 3 stars, and I did manage to read it pretty quickly. So the ebook has like 560 something pages, but apparently the physical copy of the book is only like 400 pages. So it's long for a YA, not long for like a book that I've read myself, but it's quite long for a YA. And so yeah, it's just not, yeah, it's not something I probably would have picked up for myself. So that's the point of doing these challenges, right? That I would not normally be picking up for myself. So that being said, have you read this book? What did you think of it? What would you have chosen instead for the prompts? Because I'm always interested in hearing what people would choose for the prompts. If you like what I do here, please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Bookmas. Bye.